And good morning again all, welcome back, because we're now going to carry on our playthrough of Final Fantasy XIV. And well, we have the main quest to do, along with the side quest, but we're going to crack on with the main. And it's Tataru we have to talk to this time.
I'm sorry about the attention you're getting, Juliana. I might have sung your praise a little too loudly, and often, to a few too many people. Next time I'll be sure to hold my tongue. Literally, if necessary. Anyway, I expect you want to know where and when the remembrance service is taking place. If all goes to plan, Gridania's Grand Company, the Order of the Twin Adder, will hold their first of the free services, and Elder Circe Canisena will deliver her address at May Kato's amphitheater. I should probably mention at this point, due to the organizational challenges involved in assembling all the involved parties, it's possible that the order of services might change. Still, there's not much we can do about that, so make Gridania your first port of call. Next, you'll need to go to Uldar, where the Flame General, Roblin Aldin, will be addressing the masters at the Royal Promenade. Oh, and it's rumored there's to be a special guest. How exciting! Last but not least, you should make your way to stateroom in Limsa Lominsa, where Maelstrom Chief Admiral Mel Blosvin will be giving her address. The room is accessible via the Admiral's lift. Identify yourself to the sentries on file, and he'll admit you. Got all that? Well, off you go then. I hope you find the remembrance services suitably educational. I suggest visiting the city-states in my prescribed order, though. With your record of impeccable timing and luck, the schedule may well change in favor of your preferred travel plans. Farewell.
Yeah, so we've spoken with Tataru, so we need to go all the way to New Gridania. Now we can pay 531 gil to get straight there. So I say let's do it. As someone whizzes past on their motorcycle. The delight of an MMO is people can literally appear in your game and you don't even realise they're there. So all is good. Yeah, I thought I was up here, so let's check on the map. Ah, here we are. So the destination is inside this fence here. Okay, let's wait and see what happens.
I lost my son to the calamity.
The three Seed Seers are all together.
Some say you couldn't take a step without stumbling over a body.
A body has been discovered.
Our forebears were once strangers in the Twelves Wood. Fearful of the Green Wrath, they hid themselves in the dark recesses of the earth. Yet they dreamed of basking in the dappled sunlight of the forest. Through great effort, they proved their worth to the elementals, and were granted a place beneath the boughs. So it was that Gridania was born, some 5 centuries ago. Working hand in hand, the Hyur and the Elysian settlers sowed the seeds of our civilization, and soon they were joined by folk of all races. So nourished by the waters of unity, and blessed by the light of the matron, Gridania flourished into the great nation it is today.
Okay, keep going.
Do you see the Gridanian standard? There, hanging behind the Elder Seedseer. The entwined serpents represent the unity between Hyur and Elizin. An elegant symbol, do you not agree?
In accordance with the will of the elementals, we have embraced a life of peace. Alas, our neighbors have not always sought the same for themselves, nor for us. Though we Gridanians have no love for war, we have still less for those who would threaten our way of life. Ever have we fought to protect the sanctity of the Twelveswood. When the Garlean Empire brought its war of conquest to Eorzea, we rallied under the noble standard of the Twin Adder that we might push back the encroaching darkness. And it was we who prepared the ground for the reformation of the Eorzean Alliance, that all the peoples of this realm might stand united against the common threat.
It's like, the ripple.
5 years ago, the Alliance met the armies of the Empire upon the fields of Cartano. It would prove the bloodiest battle in recent memory. Countless Gridanian lives were lost. As Supreme Commander of the Order of the Twin Adder, ever shall I bear the weight of our people's sacrifice. Alas, their loss was not the only tragedy to befall us that day, for soon came the calamity. The scars borne by our forest are a constant reminder of its violence. Our lives have been irrevocably changed. Each waking hour, a struggle to survive. Driven to desperation, some among us have strayed from the path of righteousness, resorting to banditry, poaching, and other unconscionable deeds. To compound our woes, the Ixal have returned in force, emboldened by our suffering. They test our defenses nigh without cease, and prey upon the vulnerable. So beleaguered from within and without, it is of little wonder that our unity now falters. Dark times are upon us.
Time was a man could walk the high roads without fear.
On this day, 5 years ago, countless Eorzeans laid down their lives that we might behold another dawn. Please join with me in honoring their memory.
It's an unusual
And how do you propose
stance,
to honor
isn't
the
it?
memory of those you cannot remember, pray tell?
Ooh, interesting. Descent in the ranks.
The destruction wrought by the calamity was indiscriminate. It dealt death to Eorzean and Garlean alike. Yet while we have labored to rebuild our homes, to rebuild our lives, the Empire has set about raising steel fortresses here in the Twelveswood. Let none be mistaken. The Garleans remain the greatest threat to our survival. If we are to stand against them, we must remember what it is to be united. Our many troubles blind us to the woes of our fellow man. Thence is harmony lost. Yet harmony is the founding principle of Gridania. We are gathered here to honor the fallen. Let them be honored not only in word and thought, but through concerted action. I bid you, join hands with me once more beneath the Twin Adder standard. And together, let us heal the forest's wounds, that our progeny might live in harmony beneath these ancient boughs. For serenity, purity, and sanctity, we must think of the children.
Woods will be done.
It's up to us to protect the
All
forest.
the elementals!
They had to include the, like, think of the children line. And now she's going to approach us, no doubt.
If you'll permit me, Alfie, no. And my sister, Alize, at your service. I saw at a glance that you were a fellow traveler. You might call us students of history, sampling the realm's remembrances in pursuit of enlightenment.
That twin style gets my radar tingling. I don't like it. I don't know why. There's something about it. Trikidanians are unfortunate enough to contend with two beast tribes. The Ixil are unquestionably the more troublesome, being of a naturally warlike disposition, and want to summon their bloodthirsty primal Garuda. The Sylphs, by contrast, are peaceful in nature, being mischievous rather than malevolent, and have long been on friendly terms with the Gridanians, until recently at least. Alas, they have grown aloof, a change observed at roughly the time they summoned the primal Ramu. The Gridanians have no love for war, and they consider open conflict a last resort. Though they clash with the Ixil ever more regularly, you may be assured that they do so in self-defense. As for the Sylphs, they are as yet bound by a peace treaty, though one wonders how long it will be before it is broken. The Twelswood was egregiously wounded during the calamity, leaving Gridania vulnerable to attack. The people are hopeful that restoring the wood, and thereby the power of the elementals, will put an end to their woes. Yet how long will that take? Centuries, I'd wager. Meanwhile, the Ixil will continue their incursions, spurred on by Garuda and her insatiable appetite for destruction. Whether the Gridanians like it or not, sooner or later it will come to all-out war, and when it does, the Order of the Twin Adder will need all the help it can muster. How valuable might the aid of a capable adventurer prove to them then? Smashing axe to doubt. Well, there are no nearby quests, unfortunately, so in Fanalan, in Uldar, which is our home. Right, let's go and earn some money. Now they're even more expensive. I can return to the steps of Nald. For 3. Why pay money? Oh, it seems also that there's a party searching, so I can also put myself down for a raid. See if one will actually open. The advantage of the dungeons is it gives us grinding abilities. And we have some more of the notifications there. We can move them down, that's fine. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to go up a level, don't we? Yeah, it's up on the merchant strip. Oh, apparently it's in the Pugilist Guild. That can't be right. But it's down there. Yeah, there's no way. It's right above the Pugilist Guild, it has to be. I was going to say, I thought it's not my guild. Greetings, adventurer. I'm the Immortal Flames officer charged of assisting the Order of Independent Companies, or the Three Companies they are commonly known. How may I serve you this day? Ah, right, okay, that's about the three companies that you can join. That's fine. Yeah, turn your dramatic military music off. What I want to do is see if I can get access to the internal places so I can get around quickly to find where I'm looking for, rather than doing it on foot. Perfect. On the other side of the balcony will take us to the next ceremony.
Behold, 'tis the Sultana Nanamal herself!
And Reborn as well!
I remember you two.
Hark you, souls of flame, drawn to the bosom of the desert, where the fire burns brightest and shall rage forevermore. Hurrah! Reborn! Where since antiquity, under the sage and judicious rule of the Ul dynasty, we have wrought sand into gold, where by the grace and glory of Naldal have our brave sons and daughters flourished and prospered. I speak of Ul'dah!
There, at the Flame General's back flies the Grand Company's standard. Note the sigil. The golden scales of order balance the jewel of prosperity with the flame of might.
Great and many are the gifts our nation has given the realm. In Eorzea's darkest hour, on the killing fields of Cartano, none spent more in blood and gold than we. Thus was the 7th Imperial Legion laid low.
Really great vocal syncing of those lines.
So that's how it happened. How soon history forgets.
Yet many left our gates, never to return. Let us pray for our absent brothers and sisters, that they might know happiness in the great beyond, as Thal's honored guests. If the fates were fair, the price we paid that day would have bought us victory. Alas, they are not. And now, but 5 years into this 7th Umbral era, the spirit of sacrifice which granted us our strength is all but dead. Look around you. What do you see? A people divided, downtrodden and enthralled. Where are the merciful alms of the rich? Where is the just steel of the righteous? I ask you, is this the great nation our brothers and sisters gave their lives to save? You who call this living, dishonor the name of the immortal flames. It is but a slow death. Our enemies surround us. The savage hordes of the Amalja wait beside our roads, strangling the lifelines of trade. Meanwhile, the Garleans make mock of our borders and despoil our land of its natural wealth. We stand on a precipice, yet we do not act. Whether trader or soldier, monetarist or royalist, all must recognize that a divided Ul'dah stands to fall. Victory and fortune walk hand in hand. Ye who seek glory and wealth, look not to what little you can snatch from your neighbor, but to the boundless wealth of the world beyond. Now is the time to unite. Now is the time to ride forth. In the name of the Sultana, I beseech you, line not your own coffers, but those of the immortal flames. Seek not to prosper from Ul'dah, but to restore her to prosperity. As the realm prospers, so shall Ul'dah. As Ul'dah prospers, so shall her people. Ya for Ul'dah!
Together we are one.
Your Grace.
Reborn?
Macho Man, Roddy Savage, and Miss Elizabeth.
People of Ul'dah, I, Nanimo, 17th in the line of Ul, address you. Much has been made of the wealth of Ul'dah. Yet those who measure that wealth in coins and carats are gravely deceived. For the true wealth of Ul'dah lies in the health, happiness, and hopes of her people. Beloved subjects, I bid you raise aloft the torch of Ul'dah, that her flames might serve as a beacon for all Eorzea to see.
Long live Nanamo!
Glory to the Sultana!
For victory and fortune, stride fearless into the inferno, for we are, by fire, reborn! Forsooth!
The time is now!
I fancy meeting you again.
The Urgans have a long history of conflict with the Amalja, the beast tribe that worships the primal Ifrit. Judging by your look of distaste, I take it you have encountered them. The Uldans do not shy from confrontation. If aught threatens their precious prosperity, they will seek to crush it. So have they dealt with Ifrit thus far, smothering his flames each time he is stoked to life. Yet he is but one of several problems. Though they have been quiet these past 5 years, the Garleans have not gone away. Meanwhile, refugees continue to arrive in droves, and Ul'dah has no clear policy on how to deal with them. After all, not even the Sultanate's coffers are bottomless, and even assuming they had the coin, resources will ever be finite. Which brings me back to the subject of Ifrit. It has been observed that the Amalja are summoning him with ever-increasing frequency. Every time they do so, the Uldan send their forces to smite the Primal, and though they invariably succeed, each victory is fraught with blood. It is a war of attrition which they cannot well sustain. Small wonder then that the immortal flames are eager to recruit more members. At such a desperate hour, an adventure of your experience would be a most welcome addition to their ranks. For their sake, I hope that the Flame General's words struck a chord with you. Yeah, they're trying to influence things from the sidelines. I don't trust them. So we've attended that one. And as you can see, our mission in the dungeons is yet to pick up. If we do get a dungeon, it allows us to get some free experience. Well, not free experience. It allows us to get some experience and goodies, so it's worth it. So the next one is down in Lanoskia, which is good because there's quite a lot of quests down here, actually. So we may be able to get some quests spiked, which could be good experience for us. Very smooth piano being played. So, for example, for Redstead Redemption, we need to get over to Mist, which involves going back on ourselves. Say hi to the bunny girl, who was over there for a moment. Yes, the absence of verticality in these maps is quite annoying. There's also this one, Shock Therapy, which is right by an actual warp point. So we'll go and do that one before we do a hero in the making, before we finish it off. We'll do one of the side missions, just so we can get some extra money and some extra experience. Assuming the dungeon doesn't summon us as well, bear in mind. Not that one. I wonder if they're up on the wall. Can't explain it. Either that or they're in there and I can't get access to them. Let's just quickly go outside the walls, just to double check. Well, that's not giving me much in that respect, has it? So that's kind of annoying. Right, fine. Let's go here. Evidently, that's not going to work. So let's not waste our time trying to figure it out. Oh, there we go. Dungeon duty is ready, so we might be going into a dungeon. Here we go, yep. We're about to dungeoneer. So, in the event, if this is the one I think it is, there's an enemy that casts Doom, and there are squares you can stand on to cancel the spell. So we're joining a random raid. See anything? So not attacking them. So I'm constantly keeping target forward active to try and get in there. That's annoying, it didn't work. Keep attention for the being afflicted with doom now and got away with it. Keep it going, people. We're almost there. Yes. Managed it this time without actually getting anything like that in there. Nice. And our healer does the job for us too, which is great. Keeping this going. Our DPS checks are going alright so far. We're doing enough damage, everything's going through. We just gotta keep on attacking as much as we can. There he goes. He's fallen. Awesome. I'm running to catch up. Nice, we're getting there. I say I do like these kind of dungeon designs where you just got to get in there and attack as much as you can. Yeah, it suits my playstyle, this. Attack as much as possible. Okay, let's go. Let's keep on pummeling through. There we go. Job done. Next. The disadvantage of being a pugilist is you have to get right up close. And that obviously makes you less effective than some of the other party members. On the flip side though, if you can get an enemy held in place, you can have all kinds of fun with it. Target. There we go. Thank you. Yeah, my targeting wasn't responding there for some reason, but it's easily done. A portion of the wall vanishes and here comes the boss. I think from memory with this one, it has line attacks that you have to basically avoid. And if you get chained, then you have to punch your way out of them. It's quite a challenging boss. Come on, come on. Let's make it. Wouldn't attack them for some reason. That's annoying. Yeah, she wasn't targeting. I'm like, will you target the enemy, please, now? I need to help my party out. Bit of a gel kick down, why not? That's pretty good. Just do some self healing by draining damage from them. Just hit by creeping darkness, whatever the hell that is. We're getting there, we're almost done. Yes! Twin snakes for the win. Absolutely amazing. We obtain a blood cry, whatever that is. Whatever blood cry is, I don't know. Better find out what that is in my inventory, people. Blood cry. Well, when I get a reaction from the server, maybe I'll tell you what it is. Having gone to all that, it would be just my luck for the games of Hangover. Nope, there we are. So it's in my armory chest, so it's an armory item, the blood cry. Ah, it's a conjurer's weapon, so it's one I can't use. And again, I can't use bows either, because I'm not an archer. So I've got loads of weapons, but not ones I can use. Still pretty awesome. So we managed to beat that. So with that in mind... Ah, there he is, some file. Here to attend the Remembrance service. Be quick. The Admiral is due to give her address at any moment. Okay, fine. Let me in.
The Garleans are another matter altogether.
So much for our alliance.
It's sunk beyond the seabed.
Brothers and sisters of the sea, hearken unto me. Look upon this, our mighty crimson standard, and tell me your hearts do not swell with pride. "700 summers have come and gone since our forefathers first ran aground in this fertile bay. In that time, guided by the Mother of Oceans, Limsa Lominsa has grown from humble fishing village to uncontested ruler of the 5 seas and beyond.
Stock
Did
pirate
you
voice
look
there.
as the Admiral bid you? It is a rather stirring standard, I must say. The crimson field is meant to signify the blood of fallen crewmates, while the black longship represents a pirate vessel.
When the Garlean Empire marched upon Eorzea, we assembled beneath the Maelstrom standard, and our grand company was reborn. All answered the call, from the Knights of the Barracuda to Hilthier's bloody executioners. And together, we met our would-be conquerors upon the field of Cartano. That day, the world bore witness to the united strength of Limsa Lominsa. I swear to you, no army ever fought harder or with more courage, yet many of ours did not survive. Join me now in remembering those who fought in the name of freedom and fell. May their souls be returned to the sea.
Freedom. Yes, they have always been rather fond of their freedom. Much as the beast tribes have. Small wonder. Beneath the surface, one would struggle to tell them apart.
Wow, dude, knock it off.
It has been 5 long years since the calamity struck. 5 long years of tireless rebuilding. Yet still the wounds of the calamity fester and weep. But when I stand atop the mizzenmast and gaze out upon our battered and broken vessel, I see an undying spirit. Did we not build all this from the wreck of the Galadian all those centuries ago? Shall we not do so again? Yet there are those who would see this ship of ours sink beneath the waves of the restless Rotano. The Sahagin creep ashore seeking blood for their accursed god.
Those fishback
The Sahagin
bastards.
have risen?
while the mines of Ogomoro spew forth kobolds who push ever south, despoiling our lands as they go. These savage beast tribes will be the first waves to crash against our creaking hull. And behind them swells the grim tide of the Garlean Empire. Even now, the Curs fly their flags within our borders. Doubt not, but that they will be upon us ere long. We are well nigh surrounded. Yet there are those among us who would rather turn their swords against their crewmates than our cannons against our foes. How can we hope to repel our many enemies when mutiny breeds below deck? There is but one course left to us. One bearing that will bring us victory over the beast hordes and the Empire both, and see this ship safe to port. We must mend the rift the Calamity has reopened twixt pirate and maelstrom, and stand fast with our adventurer brothers against the coming tempest. Mark ye well, a crew without unity is no crew at all. 'Tis but a mass of drowned men. To me, then, brothers and sisters of the sea, gather beneath the undying crimson standard, and pledge me your strength, your skill, your wisdom. And with the guidance of the navigator, this great vessel of ours shall ride the waves, till sea swallows all!
Long live the Admiral!
Admiral Mervyn!
Gather the lads!
Oh, where's me cutlass?
I'll follow ye to the seven hells, Admiral!
Yep, the sailors have been riled up, haven't they? You come to me for help, you really are all at sea.
Fancy meeting you again.
As the Admiral mentioned in her address, Limsa Lominsa is plagued by two beast tribes. The first are the fish-like Sahagin, worshippers of the primal Leviathan. The second are the kobolds, who dwell beneath the earth and take the primal Titan for their god. As if the beast tribe's presence weren't troublesome enough, the Guardians have also chosen to erect a fortress right in the Laminson's backyard. And that is to say naught of internal strife. As a nation of pirates, there is no end to the blood feuds between the various factions, and while they fight amongst themselves, the Guardians whet their blades and watch. If the Laminsons are to have any hope of withstanding the Empire, they must first resolve their own affairs. Differences must be set aside, and the primal threat dealt with once and for all. To this end, I expect that they will soon take decisive action against the beast tribes. Mark my words, the Maelstrom standard will be drenched a deeper shade of crimson ere long. That a capable adventurer like you would be a valuable addition to their crew is beyond question. Yes, maybe we would. Maybe I'll make a decision one day. Juliana, this is Minfilia. You are well, I hope. Would I be correct in thinking that the final Rememberer's service is now concluded? A moment ago, you say? What a coincidence! Jesting aside, I trust you remember our guests from the Grand Companies. Well, delighted though we are to have them here at the Waking Sands, it would not do to keep them in suspense any longer than necessary. In short, hurry back. Let's take care of business. Quite frankly, I like the desert town, so my decision is to stay in Uldar. I don't know if it affects the story. I don't know if it affects the outcome, but it's definitely what I want to do next. Got no experience for that, so never mind. Let's run. Almost there. Oh yes, I've got to wait for the warp point to materialize. Oh, come on. Open up. Ah, now NPCs and that have loaded. There we go. I think that's the perils of an MMO, people. It's constantly generating a different world. And if other people in the world are sapping resources, that's where it goes. So we've basically done the one quest in the dungeon in this playthrough, in this episode, people.
Welcome back, Juliana. Were the Grand Company leader's words as illuminating as you had hoped? Aye, each nation is beset with problems. I trust you now see why your services are in such demand. Would that there be more of you, Juliana? But you must be tired from your journey. Why don't you rest a while and take a moment to reflect on your decision? Once your mind is made up, pray give the Grand Company officers your answer.
The gods only know what grand company our adventurer friend will keep. The wheels of change are in motion regardless.
Brother, are you certain this course is best?
Whatever do you mean, dear sister?
The so-called remembrance ceremonies were little more than standard waving rallies. As though the Calamity and Seventh Umbral Era warranted scarcely a mention.
Well, of course they were standard waving rallies. Since you are so observant, mayhap you noticed what mention was made of the Warriors of Light? None. I suppose they must have forgotten the heroes who spared Eorzea a fate worse than the Calamity? No, dear Alizé, they haven't forgotten these details. They have elected to omit them. Deep are the wounds the Calamity inflicted upon Eorzea. So deep, in fact, that the realm still bleeds. Needless to say, the beast tribes and their primals do little to alleviate the pain. So, the task of salving Eorzea's wounds falls to the scions of the Seventh Dawn, with a little help from our friends, the Grand Companies. Remembrance will yield no remedy. If our world is to heal, we must put the horrors of the calamity behind us.
Our grandfather would never entrust the fate of the realm to despots who rewrite history to their convenience.
Yep, she's not happy with the choice, is she?
There must be another way to cure what ails this world, and I need to find it.
You are most welcome to try. Our paths may differ, but our destination is the same. In time, I dare say we will see eye to eye.
I should hope so.
So why does his voice remind me of Goro Akechi from Persona 5? His voice reminds me.
Come into it. We share the burden of this fate, dear sister, and will prevail together or not at all.
Yes, Alpha now. You see, you have the...
The salve will serve not only to close up our present wounds.
Yes, you have the aura of Goro Akechi about you, and I don't trust you.
But prevent old ones from opening anew.
And so we get to decide which way we go. And that is what's going to happen on the next episode. So until then, thank you all very, very much for watching. And Alpha Node, I'm watching you.